Hi guys, I'm back with another interesting video. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Chibesa. I'm a Zambian YouTuber who makes YouTube content, of course. And if you're not new, welcome back. Meaning you came back, you know the vibes. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys about how my friends. It's a short story time. Telling you guys about how my friends and I got caught by a teacher doing something wrong, of course. So if you want to find out what exactly we did and what happened to us, you should stick around for this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's just get straight into it. Okay, so this story time starts when I was in grade it's like grade I was in grade 12, but then yeah, I was in grade 12. I used to go for tuitions to this place. Of course, the school and the people in the story are not going to be mentioned. I used to go to this place for tuitions from grade 10 to grade 12. I'd go there every holiday after we closed school, you know. Most people just wanted to stay home, have fun, go for chills. I never used to leave the house. So it's like, for me, tuitions was what was fun for me. I know it's strange because most people wouldn't want tuitions because the holidays are for people to enjoy themselves. Anyways, so I used to go to this place, and then when I was in grade 12, you know, when you're in grade 12 and your school offers tuitions and whatnot, the last holiday my school wasn't offering tuitions, and a lot of other schools were not offering tuitions. Yeah, they weren't offering tuition, so meaning I could go back to my usual place. And I don't know why, this was actually more exciting for me than actually taking tuitions at my actual school. I'm saying actually a lot. So I was super excited. I came back home, and I knew that when I was going, I knew that when I went to that school that it was going to be fun, at least, because it's not like I wouldn't know anybody. I knew the people who used to go to that school. Know that some of my friends, since my school wasn't offering tuitions, are going to come there and also take tuitions, which is going to be fun. Like the people who used to go to that school, my friends from school, my friends from other schools. It was going to be really fun, though it was supposed to be only educational. Let me just explain for you guys how it used to work. We had sessions for like 1 hour. Like we'd learn a certain subject for 1 hour with a teacher, and then I think it was 2 sessions before break. Then we'd have 2 or 3 sessions. No, 2 sessions again before lunch, and then 2 sessions after lunch. So it was like 6 hours of learning. So it would be like from 7 to like 15 or 16. Sometimes they'd extend, sometimes they change the time, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went when I was in grade 2. What happened this fateful day, since yeah, it was at tuitions, not at school. Sometimes, let me explain to you guys again the timetable. Okay, so we used to learn math, ADMA, English, but then sometimes they would put certain subjects on the timetable that some people don't learn. And when you don't learn a specific subject, you go to the library. Like for example, they used to put RE 2044, 2046, and then I never used to take RE. My friends and I from my school never used to take RE, so we go to the library. If it's a 10, or if it's a what, if it's after a break, if it's during a session, we just go to the library. Then in the library, you're going to do your assignments, or you're going to study, or whatnot, all of that stuff. There was this specific day during the week when at the end, like 15 to 16, the session just before going home was RE, I think. Meaning we're supposed to go to the library. And then, like, okay, how would you react in this situation? You have one session before you knock off. We used to do in the library, we used to study or do your homework or something, or catch up on actual schoolwork, like from your school and whatnot. And I could do all of that in the comfort of my own home. And then if I do knock off, then I was just tired. Honestly, I was just tired. It was hot, it was August, dusty, windy. I basically wanted those tuitions. And I wasn't going to do anything to jeopardize my tuition going process. But then I wanted to go home, and my friends also wanted to go home. So we decided that we're going to go home early. Though it wasn't allowed. It was the last session, people were moving about, and the thing is that people switch classes, or people are moving from the library to their classes. People change classes as they're learning tuitions. It's super organized. But then people in the last session, of course, moved with their bags, because who's going to go back to their class to get their bags after learning? Like, you can just get your bag and then you go home. So it wasn't strange for us to be moving with our bags. We're about to go outside, and then now when you leave the building, it's just a straight path. And then what happened was, one of my friends called her mom and said, could you come and pick me up? And then the interesting thing is that sometimes our parents knew about this. Like, it's the last session. It's not like we're ditching class or anything. Okay, I know I'm going to do anything to justify my wrong actions. But anyways, sometimes our parents knew about what we were doing, because we weren't ditching class. We were just leaving early. She called her mom, asked her to come pick her, and her mom came. And then what happened? There was just a small problem, and my friends a few days before did something and offended one of the people who used to work there. So that person, that specific person who they offended, was by the gate where we were supposed to leave. And then there are two gates, but then the other gate was locked. So we came up with a plan. If you were there, I don't know if I'm exaggerating the story, but this is how I remember it. Okay, so the plan was, we just needed to get out of the gate, since we all used to take buses to go home or walk home or something. So the plan was to enter the, like, our friend's mom's car. As we were walking, guys, like, we're walking, as we were walking 1 meter away from the car, 1 or 2, this close to freedom, guys. Do you see this close? And then we just hear, excuse me, excuse me, what are you doing? Then we all stopped walking, and she followed us. It was a teacher, and she was like, what are you doing here? Where are you supposed to be? The library. Why aren't you in the library? What? No, my mom has come to pick me up and what. And you know, when you tell a teacher that, because I remember this had happened to me before. So what happened, one time my sister came to get me early, and then I was able to leave the school without any problems, without feeling what. So she told the woman that my mom has come to pick me up. So you would expect the woman to say, oh, okay, I understand, it's fine, because it's not like she was leaving on her own. But then she was like, is this the time that you're supposed to knock off? Is this the time that what? You read the school rules? She was shouting at us. She was really upset, you guys. She was so upset. You know, to some extent, I don't even think like it was just us, because it was just a bit too much. It was just a bit too much. This woman started shouting at us, telling us that we're supposed to be in the library. This is not an excuse for us to ditch class, to ditch the library session. We're supposed to be doing something productive, and she started calling us liars. You become liars, you even want to lie to your parents. And this woman went the extra mile of, since our friend's mom's car was parked, she went to like the passenger seat, and she bent her head. She's like, excuse me, did your daughter come and tell you to pick her up? Well, she's lying. She's a liar. Supposed to pick them up at 16 hours. Then she was, you know, going back and forth between my friend's mom and us. This is what you become liars. They were lying to you. This is not the time that they're supposed to knock off. Can you go back to the library? Go back to where you're supposed to be, and now come and check on you, come and make sure that you're there. Go. When we're entering the building, after being shouted at like that, when you enter the building, on your left, the first door is for the senior bathrooms, and then the staff room, and then classes come like that. And then we all entered the bathroom to avoid embarrassment. I mean, after that happened, and then you go to the library. This is how it actually would have played out in my head. Go to the library, and then this woman is just like, where are those girls that I found outside? Can you stand up? Are you here? We stand up. Then like we were like 5 or 6 people, and then she's like, these 5 girls were outside telling their parents to come and pick them up when it's not even knocking off time. Then maybe she should have asked, what time do we knock off? Then everyone would have said 6 16. That's the time that you knock off. Have you had the time that you knock off? To avoid the embarrassment of don't become like these girls. We went to the bathroom. Anybody would understand. You'd go to the bathroom too. So we ended, and then we heard her voice coming back from outside. And of course, our friend's mom had to go, but she just parked outside and had to wait for an hour. Man, we entered the bathroom, and then now we heard her coming from outside. So we entered the stores so she couldn't see us because the bathroom door was like left open. So we didn't want her to see us. So we entered the stores, and then now I don't know if I was the only one or we're together, but I'll just say we, so that I don't look like I'm very paranoid. We lifted our legs so that she couldn't see like your legs in the store, so that it looked like there was no one. I have watched a lot of movies to know that that's the safest thing to do. So we stayed in the stores for the rest of the minutes remaining. Yeah. And then when it was like 16 hours, immediately it was time up. We left the bathroom so fast, and we got out of the school premises so fast. It was super fast, guys. We left the school premises, and then I think we were the first ones to even leave because that was so embarrassing. That's actually what happened to me and my friends. We were caught going home when it was still school time. But you know the touching me, let me just tell you guys something. Of course, clearly I'm still hung up on this, but that's what happened to me and my friends. We were caught doing that. But I just want to tell you that if you're watching my video and you're still in school, if you're in grade 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12, don't ditch class. Stay in school. Don't ditch class. Even what we did, even if you have nothing else to learn, just do something productive. Trust me. And if you are one of those people who are skipping class, let me just tell you that you're going to write, don't say you were never told. This is one of those, you're going to write ECZ Examination Council of Zambia if you do live in this country. But I'm just joking, Manzi. Life is a choice. Life is a personal journey. Do what you want.